Alright, it's time for me to do the bit.
Yes.
It's time for me to do the bit. So I've got to see whether we're coming through. But this time you've had actual audio problems, is that right?
That's right.
So I might actually have to rely on the audience for once. Is this correct?
Yes.
So we need to know whether the sound is coming through.
No, it's not.
Is the sound coming through? It's not?
I mean, it's probably coming through.
Yeah, but I'm saying we got to rely on the audience for this bit this time.
Something's jacked. Oh, I see.
What's happened?
It's because my multi-port was like loose.
Ah, well, there you have it, people. It's time to finish the whole gag, and Sonny had actual problems. So,
okay, yeah.
As we say, we do the thing, and I put this off, and I say something along the lines of, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Weekly WAYPN." I'm Karl.
I'm Sonny.
AKA
Henry and Sagita.
Okay, alright, so we're starting off with a really long post. Do you think you can read it out for me?
Limited palette challenge for the KDM Discord done.
I see. Alright,
I
think
already
you missed
run
a
out
bit.
of breath. Yeah.
Alright, so I think largely it's the exact same as our thoughts are the exact same as before. Really good skin work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But that's to be expected with RJ.
Yeah.
And just before we go on, I just want to say hello to all of the chat. We have all of our chat here.
Yes.
We've got Iskandar, we've got Jack, we've got Ellie, the first to say hello, as always.
Yep.
So, yeah. But yeah, the non-metallic metal is really nice, right?
Mm.
I think that's come through very well.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
But yeah, like, we really liked the way he did the hair from the grey to the red.
Yeah. I would call it almost like a very, sort of like very pale purple, in fact. But I can see that it's probably black and white. But yeah, like a grey to a nice.
I think you might be right. It's a very pale purple because I do notice that color a bit in the staff or like the shaft of the scythe.
I think maybe when he does the zenithal, and if there's like red as part of the zenithal, when it mixes in with the black and the white, it sort of looks a little. Or
that's part of the limited challenge. Because remember when we looked at it, like he had burgundy and a couple of other colors, right? And
yeah,
it was,
there were like a list.
And it was just like, what do you like? It was just mono red. It was just mono red.
It's
but
for sure red, yeah.
But like for some reason they didn't call it mono red.
Hello, penguin. Hello, kit.
But yeah, so I don't think we have much extra to say. I think it's like really well done, and there's nothing here that I can see where he can make vast improvements.
Yeah, what I will praise him on is the exploration of different can I say techniques, because like I think not a lot of people
you're on this one?
Yeah, I believe so, yep.
Yeah.
Different techniques. Like for example with the hair.
Yeah.
Most people may not think to do that gradient.
Yeah, because you're in a limited palette and you're like trying out new things, that sort of thing.
Like different looks, and then like the non-metallic metal I suppose is a common thing that people will do if they have a limited palette and they see that there's a metallic surface. Mm-hmm. Then they're gonna go for a non-metallic metal if they can, right?
Yeah.
But there's also like a different exploration of a different technique there, like how do you paint the metals, and then you've got the lovely satin of the fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like a different textures and things that you can explore with a limited palette.
You can zoom in considerably more than I can.
I think it's also because I'm on split
you've
screen.
Opened it in a new screen. Okay.
Yeah, I did a image in new tab.
Yeah, all right. Let us move on to the next one, because I think we're just going to be repeating ourselves a lot, which is split shade, right?
No, this is Scott, not Sigler. Scott Not Sigler.
Oh, right. He
Yeah.
and Split Shade do these guys, don't they?
Oh, do they?
I thought Split
I
Shade...
feel like Scott has a very particular style with these, and I'm very...
The artwork in this one is crazy.
Oh, as in like the way he did it, or the actual artwork?
Well,
or you
like,
mean the little
yeah,
thing?
on the leg.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, like the fact that he's done all of that up.
I'm gonna see if there's like a better close-up of it.
A better close.
Ah, there it is. So
Yeah.
what is that? Is that like a snake?
I do believe it is a snake.
Let me see. Is there any commentary about solid, liquid, and gaseous snake? No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm upset. There were no references. There were no references to the Metal Gear Solid. I am very upset. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Well, apparently Penguin has given a reason why this might have a snake on it, because this mech is apparently called the ASP.
ASP.
Yeah.
Blood ASP, apparently. But let's take a look at here. What a wonderful... Jack. This reminds me of your Alpha Legion guys, actually, because the chipping and everything, and the color.
The chipping is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
But it's all manual chipping,
It
so
is
like
manual chipping.
take a look at this part right here, and we can see like how he's like managed to do a crack and that sort of thing. And you got to remember, these are the size of standard 32 millimeter models, right? So these are like relatively featureless.
Yeah.
So like he's basically painted all the details on.
Yeah, because it's a very smooth and flat panels with these sorts of things, right? But that's why I like seeing some of the sort of explorations here, because you can take something that's really flat and really give it a lot of character, and putting some textures here. And I think, of course, the glass work, he does such great glass work.
Yeah, I was actually going to say on that, but you beat me to it.
I do think it's a little odd, though, with the basic. There's just like one crystal amongst all this sort of dirt and debris.
Yeah, but I will say I really like the way that he's included his environment, like the way that he's dusted things.
Yeah.
I think that looks really good.
For sure. Check this out. I wonder if he manual painted the 12 over there.
Probably not. It's too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely looks like a decal of some kind.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Oh, is this meant to counter a timber wolf, eh? Very interesting. Okay.
But you know what I do like?
Yeah.
So, first up, his photography is very clean, right? But also, see these Jeeps down here?
Did I miss a picture? I think. Oh no.
Yeah, so when you see those Jeeps down there, it gives you an idea of just how big this thing is.
Yeah.
Because, like, Jeeps are a pretty hefty vehicle, right?
Oh, yes, they are quite large, yeah.
So, like, it gives you an idea to how large this thing actually is.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the time when we're looking at these things, we're just like, oh, yeah. And there is a bit more to his base. You were saying there's just that rock there, but there's
no. I meant the crystal. The crystal amongst all the
there's
debris.
the rock in the back. So,
Yeah. Oh,
but
it's a
I
rock.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, take a look at this picture. Like
Yeah.
that gives you a more full view of it.
Because it looked like maybe some sort of the butt of a machine or something.
Yeah. I follow, but I will say one thing. So I think this shows a lot of talent. However, because it's a sort of wraparound tattoo, so to speak, right? I think it only looks correct from one angle,
Probably.
which is this angle. And like when you're sort of looking at different sides of it, it like, for example, over here, you're sort of like,
Yeah.
huh?
'Cause, like, the
What's
eye-
is this like the eye comes out really well, and then you're like, crocodile.
Yeah, you can't
yeah.
tell. Is it like a lizard or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it a snake?
And when you're looking at it from this far away, you're like, there's something on his foot.
Yeah.
He has foot colour.
Foot colour.
But yeah, I think like that's... We've got to remember just how small this is. Like,
yeah, for sure. Like the fact that he even managed to do something
yeah,
is incredible.
But like that's the only bit of critique that I could give. I think, like I think it is like if somebody's trying to push this hard, I think you should give that kind of critique. But I think also it feels a bit unfair.
Unfair, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah.
Is there anything else we can really add
I think
to this
he
one?
always does such great work.
Yeah,
with this the mech dudes.
All right, so not Scott Sigler is finished, and we're on to Larry.
Larry, finally able to paint a little. Did some of the brown details on the leather straps and such. Used golden high flow paint, 1:1 with matte medium. Being an airbrush paint, it's already thinned, and adding the medium thinned a bit more. Interestingly, it acted almost, but not quite, entirely unlike a contrast paint. Pretty neat. So what do you mean? Like it gives you all the things of a contrast paint, just minus the glossy finish, or
Yeah.
what are you trying to get at with that? A little confused. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say that he's progressed a lot compared from where we've seen him before. I'm still very impressed with the way he made this sculpt. I think like that's worked out really well. But yeah, like I don't think that there's much else to say beyond what you've said, you know. And I think we've commented on a lot of the other things. Currently it's looking very neat, and I'm going to look forward to seeing where the progress
My
moves
only
us.
commentary is that as much as the green is a very lovely shade of green for orcs, it's a very vibrant, high saturation green, I do think the tones all sort of look very similar to one another. The shadow, the midtone, and the highlights.
Okay,
close
I
to
will.
one another.
I will disagree. So I'd say because like if I look at it here, right? So I think on the face we're seeing a lot of light. Like the highlights are definitely different in values because we can see.
It's very close, at least on the face. Like that forearm is
like
the
like
only
because
one.
okay, take a look at the ear here. Take a look at the cheek. Take a look at the brow. Right, we can see a clear, you know, upscale in value. Right, you're gonna put it in the black and white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very strong feeling that.
Well, all right. So, but yeah,
Contrast.
and when I look in the arm, like I see
think
the
that-
deepness of the blue and such.
Yeah.
But I think there's not a whole lot of shadows, so I'm just gonna wait for you to put it in black and white and vamp for a minute so that you can do that.
Okay, so
But yeah,
it
so
seems I won't be able to. Look at that.
okay,
Do you
all right.
see
Can
it?
you send it?
Okay.
So
I'm
that I
just
can
gonna
open it for
send
people?
this, if it will
No,
cooperate.
I think it does show what I was looking for. Yeah, come on. Come on.
My thing has a lot of new features that I don't want it to have.
Yes, well, we need to speed.
Yes, honey.
Alright.
We don't have the ease of access like we used to.
Okay, yeah, no. So look, we can see along here. It's exactly what I said. There is differences in values.
Raphael needs a little bit more.
You can say it needs a little bit more, but like you're going to be pushing pretty hard to go up from those values.
Well,
I do think that the shadows on the face are pretty light, but I mean like that's shadows in a face in general. So let us move on to our next thing. Who's up next, Sonny?
we have more Larry.
Yes.
And we have also progressed a little on little green Santa. Used the same brown from the other figure for the branches, and then painted the gray metals, trying a bit of non-metallic metal, but only as practice. I don't think the bomb turned out great so far, but it's a learning exercise. Used a thinned Pilar Glacier to add blue shades to the snow. Lots of little details and touch-ups to go, like the little guy's legs. Anyway, just happy to be painting again without feeling like it's a struggle, for sure.
Okay, so in reverse order, I'd say that the Pilar Glacier, to add a thin level of blue to the snow, has worked out perfectly. It's just this brilliant, really, really subtle shadow. So you take a look at it, and it's just this slightest hint, right? And it's not overbearing.
Oh yeah, I see that on the back side here.
Now this might be photos, because photos are always an issue when it comes to white, but I do think you could like push some of the white if you've got some, because this is Larry, he has 1 million whites.
He's got 1 million everything.
He could try and push the white, maybe, because like it looks very gloss at the moment, which I'm not sure you really want for that. I think the brown worked out well. I think like that looks fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It looks very sticky.
It does look like a stick.
Yeah.
Stick magic.
But as for the sort of smoke on the grenade, I don't think it's as bad as he makes it out to be.
Yeah, I don't think that, like you said, the sticks are looking very sticky. I feel maybe it's also due to the fact that it's a very red-brown, rather than a more desaturated
What
brown.
do you think of this smoke, though?
The smoke is nice. I think it turned out really good.
Yeah. Alright, and as always, Larry has shown the things that he uses, which I really like that Larry does that, because I think it's very helpful for people seeing all of the stuff that people use.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's progressed along a lot. Like, I think if Larry wanted to, he could just rim this base and be done.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright. So next up we have
Brent. Final 2 down, team completed. Oh.
So this is his troll for his team.
Yeah.
In the bubble. I feel like the bases have been very lacking throughout Brent's stuff. I think like honestly, with the level of effort that he has put into all of his miniatures, I feel as if because they also seem very thin bases.
They are very thin.
Like, what I would probably do is, do the Blood Bowl trick that we've shown, where you use the Blood Bowl base and spray the line along the thing, right?
Yeah.
But
because he's got a muddy base, I think it won't really. It'll break the versatility because
No. I'm saying I think he should rebase the whole team because you take a look at how much effort he's put into all of these guys, right? And they all look slightly unique. So they're all within his painting style, right? So all of these guys are within his painting style, right? And they're all goblinoids, even though they're all like monster movie references.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I look at it, right, also, yes, he's throwing the slasher at the opponent.
It's so cute.
But when I look at all of that, right, I just think to myself this, right? Like, if I put this much effort into all of these guys, why not go that extra little step? Because like I said, like they are all unified by being a goblin team, right?
I will say that the simplicity of the base definitely pushes the focus on the mini itself.
Yeah, I understand that. Right? But let's take a look at this base right here. Okay, so we take a look at this base right here, and we take a look at this base over here, and it doesn't give that same level of unified field, nor does it look like a football field. And if we take a look at some of his other stuff, okay, I hope that this will not cause issues like it sometimes does. Okay, yeah. So we'll go back and take a look at some of the rest of the other guys. Or will we? Will you let us? Is Facebook going to spaz out? Probably spaz out. Because I remember looking through some of the rest of them. No, that's the exact same post. Oh, no, it wasn't. I saw some other ones. But, like, so I look at this one, right? And, like, it's just... Okay, like, I don't know if this is the lighting because it's angled. Like, that brown looks different to the rest of the other browns and that sort of thing.
I'm just going to try and get to that picture. Oh,
but yeah, but basically, like, when I look at them, the bases just aren't that interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Nor do they give the idea that this is meant to be a football team. So, like, when we look at this miniature right here, right, we see he's wearing the alien skull as a helmet, right? But when we look over at this guy right here, so he's got the sort of vampire fangs and all of that. He's got some football gear. So the theming is not as obvious as it could be. And, like, for example, the alien guy, he's on a green field.
Oh.
And other people are on, like sort of this light brown cracked field and so on, right? And for the... Yeah, okay, here's a great example. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at them all together, right? So we see them all together, and it does not look like a unified team, right? I'm saying because of the style of the miniatures and the style of the painting, it looks unified. But I think he could just... Like, I don't think these are pinned or anything. And if they are pinned, it should be an easy change, right? And, like, the thing is, we're all about trying to give useful feedback where people can push their creativity, right? And I think if we're just like, oh, that's very neat, that's very nice, and that sort of thing, right? It doesn't actually help anyone, does it?
Yeah.
And the second thing is, I think that this could actually be useful to him, right? Because I think that he's got really excellent painting skills on show, right? And if he does that extra push, if he's entering into leagues and stuff like that, I think that he definitely could win some best painted if he does that extra push. And doing some bases isn't hard, right? Alright, let's move on. Right. So, next up, we have me. Alright. Or maybe not, because it's Facebook and it wants to move all over the place. Oh my good lord. That's the third time I'm scrolling down, is it? Okay. Alright, it's Member Monday. What makes a digital page? You do! What, you are what makes this place. With that said, Matt, answer the dang questions so I can approve you.
Yeah.
Alright. And of course, what are you painting now? Alright, moving on to Iskander.
Let us see what he has to say. Whip. This is what I've been staring at for a couple of days. I've got all the references I need and I know what I want to do, but I can't get started. Half of the reason, I believe, is because this is my own personal project, i.e. no deadlines. I know that if I just started, I probably will just keep on going, but I keep putting it off. Mr. Karl, what are your thoughts with her?
So my thoughts are this, right? So I just took down the chat to show RJ's comments and knew it. But yeah, like, he actually does progress a lot this week, so I think that we should not comment on this.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we will just give a quick comment of saying, like, what we what I think the most important thing is when it comes to progressing with your miniature painting is exactly what Warren said. you just have to do it. You just have to get started. You
And
have to put.
Iskander says, thanks to Warren, his comment finally got me started.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, because that's what I want. I want people to encourage one another. What I would really love is, let's say that you and I just disappeared tomorrow. Like, not that we left, but it just I don't know, is the vanishing a thing?
The Vanishing?
Oh no, that was a terrible movie in like the 2000s where the trees were trying to eat people or something. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, long story short, what I would like is this place to be the kind of place, if we left tomorrow, like, it'll still keep
be
running
itself.
because of the people there. Alright, so next up we've got Chris Shah.
Further playing around with weathering streaks and oils.
Okay, so let's take a look.
So, I wonder if this is just the base, because like in some pictures it looks grey and in other pictures it looks properly blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this one, like you can see that blue tint come through, right? And
I think that's lighting.
I think he might have pushed the warm in the levels of the editing a bit too much to the warm tint rather than the cool tint. Like
it might be that might be okay. I think he's doing like sort of reverse process pictures. So here we go.
That's like that, is it?
So I think it starts like this. Yeah, it starts here. Then he does a bit of a zenithal and puts the shield back on, I think. And then he starts going up from there. So I'd say that the oil looks great. It looks very much more like a machine now, right?
Little crows on him.
Yes, he does have little crows on him. So when I take a look at it, the only thing that I would say, if anything, that needs improvement on this right shoulder. Is that no left shoulder? That's his left, our right.
Yeah.
On this shoulder here, is some of the decal stuff is seeping through a bit, so that like it blocks some of that grime and stuff. So before you start with the grime, you really want to like get that locked in. And like, I don't think that that's a bad thing, because I mean it's a learning process.
Yeah.
Like, this is your first time with grime and that sort of thing.
Because normally you have a very clean style, and I really like it. I mean, look, I love the lenses.
Yeah.
It did such a good job with the lenses.
I feel like some of the times we're shortchanging Chris, because like he does, like we've sort of said, this is sort of the standard Chris Shah process, but it's true, like, and like I always talk about the basing, because I think he is really one of the masters of basing, because like we're so used to seeing this, but when we saw some of his older pictures and we saw how like separate some of the base elements were, like I think with this we can see it. And also one of the things that I do like is see how he's pushed the grime and the tear at the feet, right? But as we go up, it's less and less affected. I think that's a really nice touch. Little things like that. I will say that on the back that you could use some soot marks around here if you want to really push the idea of...
Or like the muzzle burn.
Well, no, not muzzle burn, because this is where like all the smoke comes out. So that's like essentially their power pack, but it's closer to like a diesel engine than it is to the Space Marine power pack in the way that it sort of operates.
Fair enough.
Alright, so yeah, scratching's great, and I have to say that I think that you did really well with the yellow and the grime, because often grime can very much overpower yellow. Alright, so let us move on to...
Well, I do have one.
Oh, you've got one
just
thing?
One. Or maybe it's a nitpick, but I think the wood grain on the shields, as much as it looks nice, I think it's a little bit thick.
Yeah, a bit chunky.
A bit
Okay.
chunky,
Alright,
so like
alright,
maybe
alright.
just a little bit thinner, but yeah.
Alright, so moving on, we have whom?
Ah!
We have
We have Josh.
Josh.
Painting up another Hell Blaster for my Ultramarines. Tried using the sponging method for the glow, but I'm not really sure how it turned out. Thinking about glazing the black back in to fix it up. Any thoughts?
I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great. Like, so what I would probably do is get an oil and just run it along the bottom and see if you can get a white oil, and because of its what is that called, capillary
action.
Yeah, capillary action, it will just bring that up. I don't think the actual glow is bad.
I think the glow is fantastic, actually.
Yeah, I think just the actual white area needs to be pushed a bit to sort of make it go to that next level. What do you think?
Yep, I think that could actually work out.
Yeah, no, so like I don't think it's bad.
So you need to be using a white oil, not a black oil.
Yeah, obviously.
But
It's
very
well,
easy
actually,
to
that
think
might
to
not be obvious because I didn't say what kind of oil, did I?
No, I don't think you did.
No. All right, so yeah.
It looks very nice.
I do prefer just spray, but I mean, like, that's me.
I think some people do the process of zenithal prime, and then they do the white oil wash in the plasma area, and then they do a white blast of white for the glow effect, and then they do the colors.
Yeah, but
on top.
I think because he's got so much stuff to do, he's just like, I want to be done.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if you didn't do the white oil, this is
all right.
fine.
We will move on. So it's Talk Tuesday. Why? Sorry. So, why do you watch? What makes you excited to see an episode of What Are You Painting Now on your feed? Color Theory / Psychology, it wins it again. But unfortunately, it might just be our last few episodes, not last few, but last many, haven't really hit when we've done that sort of stuff. The design versus law is about 18%, and the practical application is the obvious second winner, terrain making, painting stuff. Then we will go on, and it's you. You have to talk now.
Me. A Tuesday whip. Henry has finished off these 3 robed fellas, and I have been working on preparing hair extensions. I'm having lots of fun. I've included a quick tutorial on how I am prepping the fur for application from here on. Also, I think the ghost effect on the hands and head turned out great. Just paint black, do a white oil wash all over, and then aromatic blue contrast over the top, and done. It is very simple, and yet so effective. You see it best here.
Like with the ghost head.
The head, yeah.
Yeah. So after I think I went a bit too far with the OSL on this one, but I think other than that, they came out pretty well. I
think this is the best shot ever.
The two flame. Oh, what's this then? How I prepare grimdark fur, hair, and capes. So Sunny gets real animal fur, pipe cleaner, glue accelerator, matte Mod Podge, and some water.
Water, mate.
Alright, Q-tips, disposable non-stick surface. Alright, so first off, what are we doing here?
You've got to comb it out, a section that you want.
Yep.
Okay, just comb it out and then dip it in water, and then this just helps to keep the hairs together so it's easier to handle it. And brush that out. And then to make cutting it easier and not get the other hairs in the way, you can put a little bit of a bobby pin to just keep the other hairs out of the way while you're cutting.
I see.
Yeah. Then you hold it, or you can use a pair of tweezers, alligator clips, whatever you have, to hold it in place. And then dip the base, just only the very base, saturate it, and then you use the Q-tip to just really push that glue into the base, and this will remove all those extra fluffy bits of the fur at the base, and just keep it nice and flat and together. And you want that so that it's easy to apply. And you use this so that you're not holding fur in your hand for 20 hours or something. So they just put the glue accelerator on there, and that helps. And then you can layer those different hair extensions on top of each other to create different effects. BRB, prayer time. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so quick thing about these guys. So to do these guys, it was pretty simple. So just snakebite leather, but then I did up manually all of the scrolls, which was just extinct paint
Calvin Brown. Yeah.
Which is just a nice mid-tone brown with great coverage. And then I do what is it? Steel Legion Drab, Xandri Dust.
Sharp debone?
No, there's one before a Sharp debone, which is it's like a warmer one. I've forgotten what it is because you cut me off. It is another bone thing, but yeah. Just one sec. So yeah, like you just get those ones in, and yeah, so like all pretty simple, and the hands were separate, so I was able to just do the steel with them and just non-metallic metals. But I think that they came up pretty well. I was pretty happy with them, and the basing is just that same basing from our tutorial, where we talk about the Marshland bases.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think very achievable, and
yeah, and you had all these pre-made, which made it very easy.
Not for. Oh yes, for these guys I did because they're 25mm, but not for a lot of the other ones because they were much bigger. So we did a whole lot of 25mm, but not all of the 25mm. So let us move on, and we've got Alex.
A friend asked me to paint up this model for him. He wants him holding a Tyranid Ripper in the Power Fist, but I haven't started on the Nid yet. The armor is about 80% done as far as the edge highlights are concerned, but I still need to push them and the dot highlight the corners. Plan to freehand the banner. Ooh.
So I will just say one thing, right? Like I think the edge highlighting is great, but I think you're sort of lacking some shadows.
I would not.
You wouldn't?
I think this is it's got good enough contrast. I feel like this is following the more old school Space Marine scheme, like where you can see that the really bright blue and the really bright red and the bright yellows. I do think there's enough shadowing here that it feels like you can tell the difference.
I'm just more used to, like, because of this style, I'm used to the more recent heavy metal style. Like, for example, here would be heavily shadowed.
Yeah, fair
that sort of thing. But
if you look at the other leg, you can see that he did start like very deep blue there, desaturated blue, and then he goes his way up to a sort of cobalt blue, and then up to like a nice proper, almost cyan color.
Yeah.
So I think there's very.
And I think that's what's sort of throwing me because like there's some like very intense shadows, and then there's some very light shadow work. So in my opinion, I would think I'd want some more shadows.
Yeah, I suppose because of the airbrush nature of this.
Yeah.
It looks that way. But I think it's, of course, this is serviceable. I think this is a good.
Oh no! Like if you are just doing it up for a friend because you want to do something up for them and you've got a lot on, this is more than enough. But like, if you're trying to make something truly special and push yourself, because I know that Alex is a very good artist, and like that's why I make these comments, right? Because it's not as if it's outside of his ability.
No, for sure, no, for sure.
Well, is there anything else we want to say on this one?
No, I really,
I
really like this.
All right, so next up, we've got some RJ. This
month's paint along is winter themed, so here's the start of what I've got going.
Yep. So winter, I think about giant hands coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mind you, we live in Australia, so, you know, things are a bit different down here. So, look, some of the times it's snakes, some of the times it's giant hands coming out of the ground, some of the times it's these huge ice crystals falling from the sky which will destroy your car.
Yeah.
And, like, knock people out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, I've seen a duck get hit by a golf ball.
That's so sad.
What's sadder is when the crows came and bit both of its wings and tried to pull its wings off, and all of its mates flew away when the crows came.
That is such assholery.
Yeah, I would agree. But that hand's looking great, isn't it?
It does. It really looks leathery.
Yeah.
And so I assume it's some sort of like a giant zombie hand kind of thing.
I'm not sure. It's some sort of piece that he's, like, some sort of mood piece that he's going for, and I definitely think it looks good. Definitely think it looks good. You know, I want to know what he ends up doing with all of these pieces.
Yeah, but I think what are my words, honey? Feedback. Because if you see skin on hands, right, like the underside is completely lighter than the upper side of your hand. I'm wondering if you should just sort of push that sort of pinky
purple
all the way up to the fingers of the underside.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. But if that's the case, then I think he should pull this area back a bit then.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because it's kind of like I could do a little photo shopping for him on this one.
No,
not now.
Yeah,
but
just later. All right.
Just gonna pop it into the Photoshop so I remember to do it.
All right, so let us move on to.
Yeah, let us move
Thomas.
on. Thomas. Ah.
We've got a cracked out workshop filled with stuff.
Okay.
What is this? He's got a little foam house for his...
That's a good idea.
A little foam house for his glue. Also, I've noticed as the project has moved on, my my workstation has become more and more cluttered.
That's you saying that, or him saying that?
Me.
Yeah. So that's why he has a foam house for his glue.
To
keep things tidy.
I see.
Yeah.
To avoid the smell of shoes.
Just the one, okay? Like, nothing else has a house, okay? Only their glue. Somehow...
Yeah. This is the special glue.
This is the glue.
I like that Tomas is going to come on and he's, like, going to see his stuff. And he's going to be looking for feedback. And he's going to be like...
spent 5 minutes talking about his glue house. But hey, I mean, this is looking...
So, yeah, he's doing his cast iron effect on the power packs. And on the shoulder pad. I don't think he should have done it for the power packs. But I do think it's good for the shoulder pads.
Oh, yeah, I think power pack might be...
Because like, the idea is that the power pack is... Like, it's meant to be an engine, you know? Something that powers the Space Marine suit. Like, I could see... Because these guys have very sort of filled in fronts. Like, they've got grenades and all sorts on their armor, right? Like, they've got all of this junk on the front of their body. So, like, I could see the chest plate, the greaves, and the shoulder pad being done in that cast iron, but not so much the power pack.
Could you explain to me why the exhausts have wing flaps? Is there a reason for that?
It's because when they revamped the Space Marines, they thought that people couldn't really get the idea of a stealth unit. So they wanted something to make it look more stealthy.
That's not how it works, mate.
I do think that it's an interesting design choice.
It feels more like air brakes. You know, like if you had air brakes.
Yeah, actually, it does kind of feel like air brakes because that's the kind of thing that they do. They have those things that pop out from the back. But see, you're coming at it from a design point of view. They're just trying to make it look visually different.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Grab shoots.
But,
Oh, grab shoots suck to attach. Oh, okay, yeah, alright.
So that's what he's talking about. Those are things that grab shoots.
Grab shoots, eh?
But, anyway, so, yeah, we see all of the bits done up in the cast iron. And I don't think that there's much more to say because, like, he's, like...
Yeah, it's
that's
just
all...
the start of the process, yeah.
Well, I think it's not the start of the process, but he's sort of going... I got all of this done because he's shown us many of these pieces before, but he's saying, all right, I'm finally to the painting step.
Yeah, I
like,
can now
and that's part of the process. And I think it's really important for us to recognize that, you know, he's put a lot of work in.
Yeah.
And,
because, like, you take a look at the backpack... power pack. The power packs, and, like, this is like a thick texture paste that you put over top, right? And you still...
Kind of.
Yeah. And, like, you have to make sure those lines and the panels all have the crispy lines. Yeah.
All right.
After
let us move on. Oh, it's me. All right. So, it's Whip Wednesday. Hashtag Whip Wednesday. So the heads are from Anvil Industries. It was really simple. Sorry, it was really simply Sangeetha.
Yes, it is simply me. Yeah, thanks.
Just did some white in some certain areas on a clear paint job. Oh my god, it's obvious this was one of my tired posts. And then did contrast paint. We did some real fur a la the Grimdark Compendium style. I think they worked out way better than the Hula Rats. Yes, I agree with myself. So all of the Skaven Tide Stormcast troops are done. So what are you painting now? Alright, well, like, you did the hair for the ladies on this one, and I think they look really good. Now, we got some, I do believe these are chicken feathers dyed.
Yeah, chicken neck. No. Black chicken neck feathers.
Are they?
Yeah.
And so we
Black chickens exist.
And we broke some of them off. And, like, it just made this absolutely beautiful cape for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely loved it. And so I think...
Do we have a nice close-up
Yeah,
shot
we do. But I think, like, the hair worked out for the ladies really well. And I'm very happy with how the wings turned out. I think they turned out really well. I'm quite happy with the OSL from them. But yeah, and then these are the ladies led by the Ram's Head guy with the big double hammer, and I've just absolutely loved the chipped armor. I think what did somebody call them? Cast Iron Eternals.
Oh yeah, that was Crim. Crim said it. Cast Iron Eternals.
And like, I'm really happy with how the scratches turned out. I'm also very happy with how the mud turned out. So I've just been using Tamiya mud, right? And since we're using a lot of bodily things, I just used spit plus the mud and like dab it on. And then what I do is once again use spit on a Q-tip and remove the majority of it, and then just dab some of it on, so like it's in the nooks and crannies and all of that sort of thing. But I'll show you that with some more close-ups. These guys, I'm absolutely floored with how they came out, because I think like that glow with the antlers really feels so nice.
Oh yeah, I'm.
And we saw these guys earlier. I'm really happy with them. Like, so I think like the only thing that I'd say I'd regret, if anything, maybe I didn't have to go as intense as I did with the oils on the shields, because it had such a bright and beautiful contrast on the shields. And I think that looked really nice. I'm very happy with my non-metallic metal with... true metallic metal with this. I think that came out really well. I think the basing also came out pretty well, so it's just the marsh basing, but I think, yeah, I'm just really happy with it, because I think we incorporated some of these old buildings very well. I just really like all of that, but we will... Who was the one that you wanted a close-up on? The cape?
Yeah.
So...
Chicken feather fella.
With this, all I did was it... so it's got some hide on the back to keep all the feathers together. Otherwise, they go everywhere. They literally go everywhere. And so... what I did was... I got it in between the back and this little extension here. Just sort of shoved it in there. Made sure that it was right. And then I finished off all the... So I removed it, finished off all the painting. And then just some PVA. And wow, it's technically matte Mod Podge. But wow, the strength of which it's stuck on. Like, you could really pull it. You'd have to hold on to the model very intensely to the point where you might break it to actually remove it.
I am actually quite impressed with the strength of Mod Podge. And like when we put on the hair, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna come off. But it just, like, once it dries, it's just set for life, man.
Also, like, this is what I'm talking about, the OSL. So it's like not super intense, but like on the white of those scrolls, or I should say the cream of those scrolls, like, you just, like, because, for example, over here where it's at its highest point and it's actually further away from that sort of effect, like, it's just a nice subtle glow. But yeah, like, that feather cape, look at that, boys.
Wow.
Look at that. Tell me what you think. Come on, chat. Chat.
You look nice, chat.
But yeah, I think I'm just so happy with how it all sort of...
Who's your favourite boy?
Because it's just... Yeah, I'm just really happy with it.
I like him and the antlers. Freaking sweet.
Yeah. Thanks, Emmy. So, like, these ones I really like because the way you did the hair. So, like, we've got some more long... Why are you laughing?
Sorry, I just thought of something.
What did you
I can't say.
One sec, I've got to mute the camera. Sunny is terrible. So Sunny did the hair, right? And I think, like, they look like proper crazy sort of
banshee.
Yeah, but like the Irish myth sort of banshees. So, like, we've got the long hair on this one, but then, well, like, that's... I think this is all the same one from different angles.
Yeah, I can't
No. This is one, and then there's a different one with the hair like that. And, like, I think this is a cool look, but...
The one that's a bit scraggly.
Yeah, no, so I like...
there it is.
I love the hair on this one and on this one right here. Like, because it's still, like, wailing banshee hair, right? But it's, like, just absolutely insane.
It
like,
looks very witch. Like,
yeah,
like,
but see... yeah, but, like, see, if this thing turns up, you're just like... Oh, yeah.
She's not having a good time.
Well, no. More like, this is not for style points.
Murder hobo.
Yeah, like, this person will kill you. And, like, whereas, like, okay, so with that one...
It has a little ghostly scary.
And with this one, you're sort of like, okay, you look real scary, buddy. But this one here, and especially this one, you're just like, right... Doom has come to this. What's he say? Doom has come for this town.
Is it? I don't know this one. I don't know.
But yeah, Also, we did this cape, and I think that came out really well. So there's some hide in here, right? And it's got like the very top, like
the tiny feathers.
Yeah, the tiniest of tiny feathers. And
then
turn
that into a bit of like a collar.
Yeah, and then I got some just feathers and stuck them up in there. Like, do we have a side shot of this? Oh, dang. Because, like, there's, like, maybe 5 or 6 feathers in there. So, like, and, like, they're angled properly. So, I really liked how that turned out. I also liked the blood on his scroll.
Oh.
You know. But, yeah, and these guys, like, look at that scratching. Look at that scratching, guys.
Look at the glowing antlers.
Like,
Patronus! I don't know how to do the spell. Is it just Patronus?
I never watched the Harry Potter nonsense. But
yeah,
like just a sense of menace and dread from this guy. Like the way it's sort of like facing forward, and like the little bits of mud splattered up. I really love how these things turned out. They took a bit of effort. But yeah, like, look at that shield. Oh. The scratches, the dents. You know, and like the way it streaks down from the scratches. I'm just so happy with my work for once. What? Where you go?
There's so many other things that you've done that's nice.
And here's his big old fur cape.
You only like this because the techniques were actually quite simple.
Yeah.
But then all that comes together, you're just like, man.
Yeah, and
oh my god,
that's what I like. I like when simple techniques come together because, like,
yeah, I would say
simple techniques are repeatable on every skill level.
Yeah,
and like that's what I like. And
I guess because you kind of sort of surprise yourself when it just sort of turns out really
I had
nicely.
an idea, but like just things like this. So these are scratches with a knife, but with the oil work, right? Like, does this not look like it's actually been used for battle?
Yeah.
Like, these guys don't look like they're the sort of
they've been
prissy sort of stormcast, right?
Yeah.
Like they look as if they're down to kill 100,000 rats. Like,
yeah, that's what they've been
all those rats
back to do.
All those rats come up out of the ground and they're like, "Oh, I thought it was a threat." You know, I'm just going to crush you under my boot heel.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, like, can you imagine? I think thematically it's quite interesting.
I forgot the griffin. You mostly did the griffin. But I like his,
oh, yes, I did.
But I like his hair.
But you see, this one also, I barely put any time into him. Like, you had a brown airbrush on the body and then black airbrush on
for the tail
face
and
that.
The neck. I was surprised to find out that was actually how he looked on the box, though.
No, on the box he was just all black.
Oh, was he?
From head to toe.
Oh,
like,
that's
just
good.
all black, zero variation. And so I was like, that's not exciting to me. So I'm just going to work with your coloration.
Yeah.
And all I did was just paint on a few first strokes.
Yeah.
And then maybe
we also put this on because he has a major gap. So we just put some...
He didn't look like he had any.
No, because of the fur.
Oh, I guess because did you already put the fur on?
When I sprayed it, yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I think he came out well.
Well, Iskandar really likes the head.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm very happy with all of them. And
yeah, me too, very happy.
Oh, no, oh, boop. Okay, give me a sip. There we go.
Oh,
all right.
It's my turn.
Next up, it is your turn.
Okay. Hashtag Whip Wednesday. Been working on the dreaded rats, but ended up having lots of fun. And of course, apparently, one more rat was not assembled. We are following Grimdark Compendium's trick of using real hair for surface variation. Doing the fur prep.
Is it that, or is it
surface variation?
How's it said? There's something that he says before it, isn't it?
Further surface variation.
Oh yeah. Further surface variation.
Yeah, you can do the voice. Doing the fur prep, which I made a video of in a previous post, allowed me to do these arrangements easily. The glue accelerator helps to coagulate the glue enough that you can bend the cut edge along curved lines, like between the rat's armor plates, without the hairs coming apart. For already fully dried hair extensions, I trimmed the glued edge in the rough shape that will fit into the area I need it to go into, like with the hood. For the rats, I have captioned some of the images to say which materials I have used. This project is such a fun experiment to explore different materials. On one of the leader Stormcasts, Henry used black chicken neck feathers for the cape. It was epic.
Yeah,
which we already showed that. Yeah.
But I really like how you've used some different things like here with what's this
the
gauze?
Medical gauze.
Medical gauze, right?
With a little bit of dry fly dubbing underneath.
And I think like this looks really, really nice, like the way that it's all sort of come together.
I know it looks super messy right now, but I think once we put the paints on, it'll come
Yeah,
together.
and so this is dubbing, is it?
No, that's a wet wipe. So
Okay.
we're still doing that.
Did you add anything to this one?
Nope, just
the-
wet wipe. And this one
that's
is
dubbing,
half of
right?
dry fly dubbing, and then I layered a little bit of the face tissue over the other half.
Yeah.
Just
I
to
think
give a
we
bit
should use a lot of fur on these guys once we got them painted.
Yes, correct. So I was looking to do more on them, but then I'm like, okay,
we'll
can't
wait
this
until
stage.
they're painted. Yeah.
Not at this stage.
So I think we got a great start, but I just want to go to this guy here. This is
what I meant.
deer fur, right?
Yeah, this is deer hair or deer fur, and same.
It's quite coarse compared to like rabbit or fox fur.
Yeah, correct.
Like deer fur. I don't even have something to compare it to for most people, because like even dog hair is like smoother than.
I would actually compare it quite similar to dog fur, actually. Yeah.
No, because dog fur is so much
like I'm talking
smoother.
like bigger dogs with more. Some dogs. Have
I don't think I've had
Jack
any.
Russells.
I guess Jack Russell's maybe with how sort of stiff it is.
Yeah, like that. Like stiffer dog hair. That's what it is.
So it's very stiff, and it's very sort of like quite long and pointy.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. And the reason why we've been going over these ones so much, guys, is because it's been a very interesting experiment.
Yeah.
Alright, so let us move on to
Jean Gas.
Wait, didn't you have some silly joke you needed to tell me about Jean Gas?
We have found gaseous snake.
Wait, didn't you do that before?
I did.
Oh. Back to drinking, guys.
Yeah. Shifting gears a little bit. ADHD is super fun. Working on a competition piece with this Lord of Poxes. I'm planning to try non-metallic metal copper on the orange parts eventually. Still very early on in the process, but I'm a little afraid the green armor is not working. Thoughts? I think
the green armor looks like very sort of nurgly.
I think it's because it's a bit high saturation green for Nurgle.
Well, okay, it depends. Are you going to be doing a reductive method, like
a bunch of oil washes over top?
Or are you going to be doing an additive process where you add all your paints? If you're doing a reductive method, spot on. Like
starting bright is good.
Yeah.
Dark.
So like if this is going to be like competition level and you're just going to go up from there, yeah. So I'm sorry, you made me do it. You drove me to the drink. She drove me to the drink, ladies and gentlemen. What are you talking about?
I'm talking.
No,
look at you smiling.
No.
Look at you smiling.
Drive me to the drink, woman.
But you know.
I don't.
You see how he's got these sort of pink fleshy thingies?
Yeah, no, that's just from the Zenithal. So he did a colored Zenithal.
No, let me finish. Okay. So while we were doing the furs and such, sometimes pieces of the hide in thin layers would flake off. And I've always wanted to keep some of those for effects like this, like that stretched skin look. They're like a little thingy bob. That's why I thought, like, when I saw that, I was like, hey, might be a good chance to use such effects. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it anyway. But I am a little bit confused with, like, because you plan to paint it with copper, how come you started with like such a bright orange instead of like a sort of brown, like a deep brown, and work your way up? This is an SOS.
Never mind any of that. Let's move on.
Oh, honey, come on! Don't believe his lies.
All right.
He's trying to become Liquid Snake. That's why he's drinking so much.
Why?
Ooh. Water is wet. Thank you, Penguin. Thank you.
All right. Let us move on. Hey! Oh, what?
What?
Oh, it went to the Iskander post, and then it did its Facebook thing and changed. Look at this.
Look at that. Yeah, no, see, I saw that, and I thought it was just like blue plastic.
Words.
Okay, quick Wednesday. The initial plan was to do a simple blue front and red back, but after sketching on the figure, I was a little unhappy. Currently adding the skin color, but I'm not sure if this will work. Might do dark purple instead to bridge the blue and red. Right, yeah, no, that.
Now he has an update on this one, so I want to see if we can go to the update.
But look at the front.
Oh my god, I hate Facebook. Well, I did get to it. It's our second last post quite quickly. But yeah, no, it's Facebook is being Facebook. But yeah, so would you like to read out this update? It's the second last one.
Okay, I need to scroll my way.
Because I think like
scroll.
Like
there
it's
it is. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. Okay. Whip. Not what I set out to do, but I feel good about it. I wonder how this will end. I do wonder how it will end also.
So I'm very, very excited about it because like seeing the sort of starkness of this DBZ evolution.
Oh. Is that the name of the show like that or what?
That one of them is called DBZ Evolution.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But yes, so like it feels very much within Iskander's wheelhouse, right? Like the very sort of anime-esque in the way that it's done. But this feels much more like a sort of art piece.
Oh, for sure. Like you could imagine that this is literally a scene from the DBZ show, because I've seen lots of like, you know, when they go full power.
Yeah,
they go like crazy like this, and I'm just like, it's like a PNG cutout, and then they put it in real life. That's what it looks like too.
Yeah, no, it looks absolutely fantastic. But you know what you need to get us? He needs to get one of those little turntables, so that we can see it turned around.
Does he not have one of those turntables?
Well, he
Iskandar,
might.
just buy from Shopee. Just buy from Shopee.
You got one for like $20 off Shopee, didn't you?
No, I bought it from Temu because Shopee only delivers within the country that it's. Like
so
if you have Shopee Malaysia, it only ships in Malaysia, and then Philippines, Singapore, only Singapore, like that. You can't go ship them across.
Nice. Well, you should use
it, man.
Do a video, like, because I think, especially with all of this, like, I'm just really excited to see where it's going, because like I don't even want to give some commentary which could be interpreted as negative or positive, because I want to see your vision of it. Yeah. Because like everything that you have done thus far is really exciting. Because like I saw him in white, and I'm like, I thought
it was so well done that when I first saw it, I was just like, what is this blue plastic?
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like straight
yeah.
up
No,
blue
like because
plastic.
like the first time, yeah, I was like,
Like,
it's blue,
see?
and then I saw the next image, and I'm like,
Oh my god, it looks just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
anime.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah. Like I
just
thought it was like
it.
because it was like because of the sheen lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the planning. How do you know where to put the highlights? Like how do you map that so accurately?
He's addicted to anime. That's how he does it.
I see.
All right. All
Ba.
right. So let us move on, and we're gonna have to go a bit backwards.
Yeah. There we go. We've got Kit.
We got Kit next. Okay.
I will
great.
try to read fast.
Well, hold up.
Sure.
Which
This
Kit
one,
do we have?
We have only one Kit.
No, there's two Kit, isn't there?
No, there's only one Kit. Right?
Okay.
Wait, what are we doing?
No, there is two Kit. There's this one.
A lazy Susan pirate penguin suggests, and he says, "I've got that too."
Yeah, no.
Now, just turntable's better. Turntable, because you don't have to.
That's a slur for older women. You know?
Really?
No.
Oh.
The way that you're like, really? Oh. All right. So you want to read out what
here we
Kit's?
go. Hashtag Wednesday, a new product report. Working on another Runa Mini. Need to figure out what color all the little its and bobs should be before I continue. But so far, I'm liking the highly saturated colors on the cloak and tunic. As for the new product, this morning I picked up my avant-garde Kolinsky brushes and have been exclusively using the size 2 and size 0 for everything today. So far, I'm happy with them. They perform like a good Kolinsky should and hold a really nice point. They don't have a large belly like my W and N Winsor & Newton Series 7 brushes, but that actually makes it a bit easier to get into some of the nooks and crannies. The standout feature are the handles. They start out round like most other brushes, but at the grip area, they transition to a nice rounded triangle.
I really dislike this type of handle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
that kind
I
of
prefer
rounded.
the traditional.
I have a Vallejo brush that's like that. I just prefer them to fully be round rather than the pyramid shape.
But I mean, like, it's good to see product
preference.
Yeah, because I mean, like, people are like, Kit, if you could tell people how much they are, that'd probably be a good thing. But we do see that this guy evolve a bit further on, so we will move on. Speaking about moving on, we have my god,
Thomas.
it's Facebook doing its Facebook thing.
The face is booking, man.
Yeah, man.
Now we get to see how it all comes together with
All right.
Tomas's work. See here, guys. See here.
So,
Today's priming session turned out to become 2 sessions, morning and evening. It took much more time than I expected. I really like this stage as it unifies all texture work, and you can finally see the effect was totally worth your effort. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's what we were trying to say earlier. Like, you know.
Well, see, like, one thing I'd like to know, Tomas, is do you ever use oils with this stuff? Because, like, that would especially affect stuff like this. Because, like, the oils will seek out all of, like, the, like, nitty-gritty sort of thing.
Oh.
You know? Because it's so different. But, yeah, like, you can see it even under the black so easily.
It really brings all that beautiful texture up.
I do think. Oh, okay. So it's only within that. Yeah. All right. I will.
Yeah,
accept
he's
that.
only done it within the pauldron and.
No. So like within the U, not the lines of the U. Like that's good because like on the lines would be bad, but within the lines is okay. You know? That must have taken so much work.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Like, you know, when you have those panel lines, like, you probably need to really clean and make it nice and...
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that quickly? You know?
I don't think he does it quickly at all, but
It's
based off the
organized.
fact that he said, you know, morning and evening.
For
But
the priming, yeah.
Yeah, and so... I just want to say, you know, well done for moving the project along. All right, let us move on.
We have more from Josh. Went back to the Hellblast and fixed up the glow. Glazed back the casing and reduced the glow a bit. And
This is pretty much exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, once you put the oil wash in there and you get the like.
Did he say he did an oil wash?
I don't know what he did, but he thinks it looks good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
I also love the subtle cyan coloration of the light hitting the bottom part of the hand there. That's like chef's kiss. I really like that. I think it looks so nice.
I think that he could push the white down here on this side.
No.
No, look at it. Okay, so
It's there. It's just that it's the angle of the photo that sometimes the oil washes don't really show how prominent they are unless you come from like the top
I
down.
don't think so. Look, I zoom in. Look, it's not there as much. I think he could do the white on this side.
Okay.
And look, I know it does sound a bit nitpicky, but I think it's worth it just doing the white on that side. I'm not saying anything beyond that, just the white, but I do think that the glow has worked out very nicely.
Very.
Yeah,
I always love looking at plasma effects.
All right, so next up,
we have more from Liam. Another week, another paint session. Finally settled on a carapace color for the core spawn. Whether it ends up being the best choice or not remains to be seen. Besides the ever-present need to double-check, all I got on mine before calling this done is some edge highlighting and washes and other layer too.
I think I think the color choices are really good. What do you think?
Well, we'll see you, Penguin. Thank you for joining us.
See you, Penguin.
The color choices, I'm not as big a fan of the sort of pastel yellow carapace.
I think it's
a
green.
It looks yellow to me.
Look at it. It's green.
It looks very yellow.
Where are your glasses?
I am seeing it, honey. It looks yellow. Like a pastel yellow.
I think it looks good.
I don't know.
I think,
I just don't know like where he's going with it, so I can't really comment just yet until I see more progress on the paint job.
Yeah, the skin needs to be smoothed out a bit on the other
Bone white. Blame the lighting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's kind of a yellowy tint. That would be a yellowish white.
if this is... That does not look
It's because of the flash.
Okay, well, I think you need to set up a better photo shooting area. I think if this was a green, I think it'd be a great contrast.
Yeah, because of the red and green. Yeah. Kids say I also like the big chunky triangular mechanical pencils. Oh yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I
of
don't
those.
mind that on a mechanical pencil because of the way we hold and use a pencil is different from the way we use a brush.
Yeah, I'd say. Like, what I'm looking at is sort of like a sickly pastel green here. And if it was that sickly pastel green, I'd go for that.
Yeah.
I'd go for that. I think, leave the other bone. But I think if you're going to be consistently taking photos for this, I think you want to set up yourself a photo area sure.
Yeah. And also...
Because, like, if we're looking at something... and the colors look different. And
ideally, never use flash. Never use flash. I know that Jack has an issue with his phone, and he can only take pictures if he opens the Messenger app, and the flash has to be turned on for it to actually capture an image. But I think you guys, just think about it from this logical perspective. Mm-hmm. You paint enough times throughout the week or say a month, and you post regularly on social media, i.e. our page here or the Discord, right? That it is worth the investment to either get another phone or just a simple digital camera for this.
Well, so for me, the big thing is like this is from our end, right? Like, if we don't even know the color of what's being shown, right, because of the change in coloration because of the flash, I think, like, essentially, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I think, like, essentially our advice is useless because let me bring something up for a second, right? Because what would you... Puce screen? Oh, it was C, not an S. So yeah, it's closer between like this sort of mustard yellow, and puce green. No, that's not chartreuse. Chartreuse is a bright green. Like, Carol's Purr? What the frick? Have you ever heard of that color?
No.
But
I like that frog.
Oh, here. This is the sort of color that it's looking like to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that to me. It just looks like the yellow version of that color. Because it's exactly that value, but make it yellow.
Oh, right. Hold up. Give me 1 sec, because that might be hidden behind the chat. So I'm just going to take the chat down for a minute, guys.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm looking at this green and Sunny's looking at
like something like that,
like this color, right? We're not actually helping you in any way.
Yeah.
Because like
we aren't able to accurately give you the
feedback.
You need.
Because like I'm like, yeah, I like that against the pink, because like you can see here, right? There's a puce pink green fabric right here, and I'm like, yeah, I like that color combination. And like it's similar sort of values, but very like the tones are great, the colors are great. So yeah, it's things like that, man. Like I just think it's worth getting that.
Yeah, like investing in just a simple digital camera.
Yeah.
Or just getting yourselves a new phone, guys. It sounds like you need an upgrade anyway.
Yeah.
So
all right,
yeah.
let us move on to, here we go. We got Kit.
We are Kit.
All right, and
her fun is coming.
Her
fun is coming along. What is that?
But I love his bulging eyes.
I know, right?
He's just like, ah!
And what is this cheddar cheese spell that he's doing?
It is a bit of a cheddar cheese.
It looks like the grilled cheese. You know when the cheese spills out onto the pan? And
oh my god! You know what?
Crinkles.
You've got to make these a different color now, because all I can see is the cheddar cheese. You got to make those symbols a different color, because
it's delicious.
It does kind of look like the cheddar cheese.
Specifically, that's dribbled onto the pan and sizzling away.
Yeah, like from a grill
pizza.
burger.
Yeah, like
what are they? The smash
burgers, or like the cheese from the grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh no! This looks like more one from a smash burger.
Oh yeah.
Where you put the thing on and like you leave it to fry, like the meat on the pan.
Yeah.
And the cheese on top, and it sort of spreads out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
I know, right? It's too delicious, Kit. You gotta change it. You gotta change it before I eat it. Nom.
Yeah, but like I think his eyes look quite crazy,
so
but
funny.
I think like it suits the model.
You know what
like,
he kind of reminds me of? Have you seen the Prince of Persia movie? It's that Disney Prince of Persia. He looks like that main character actor. I don't know his name. I don't know his name. But he looks a lot like that.
I see.
I
think that I think that maybe you could darken the stone, because I think it's fighting for attention from the model. What are you doing?
I just wanted to look it up so show you the guy, but never mind.
Okay, all right. But yeah, like I think it's looking good. Also, I'd probably darken this mud. It just looks a little off.
It looks like you know the chocolate coins.
Oh no!
It looks
I don't
like
want to think about that.
Coins.
All right,
because you can tell that the chocolate doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like
all right,
diluted
we're moving
chocolate.
We're moving on. I don't want to hear about this. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right,
Tomas.
so we got more from Tomas.
Interesting. Slowly moving forward with the base color. See, I did not expect this because I'm so used to seeing that cast iron effect on like a nice deep red, like with the AdMech, or like a nice deep black, like with the Iron Warriors.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not sure how it will turn out with the Ultramarines, because like they're known for being so crisp and clean.
Yeah, and the blue and the red that you're using is a very lovely sort of high saturation colors, right? Like a little bit more on the saturation side at least. Like obviously this blue is a little desaturated because it has a bit of white in it, right? It may not work very well with such a gritty texture. Like it feels like, some people don't like pineapple on their pizza. Like they feel like it just doesn't work. Like it's a wrong pairing. It feels similar to that. Like it just doesn't quite pair.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying. It's like don't gritty my ultramarine sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it's particularly the color. It doesn't work with brighter colors.
Kai's cheese splash is my second favorite. It's my favorite.
Is this
no, he's just making a joke.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, like looking through them, I very much agree with what you say. Like it's about that clash of saturation level, but keep in mind this is very close to the start of the process, so
maybe it'll look better once it's all finished up. Like,
all right, so next up we've got, oh my god, must you keep moving like this, Facebook? All right, so next up we've got RJ and
worked his skin a bunch more and finally started working the OSL.
Yeah, no, I think the OSL looks a lot better. Like when you look at it from away, it doesn't look as good, but I think
like now it feels a bit more like a lighting effect. Previously it felt like he had the autoimmune disease. Some people have an autoimmune disease where their belly area is like split exactly in half, and one half is a little darker than the other side of their skin. And it looked like that.
I guess, yeah. But like the way that the yellow sort of bounces around, but I feel like you see right here. So you see right here, I feel like it goes a bit beyond there. Like it travels too far. But that's me. Like, I could be wrong.
I don't know. I can also understand how that particular scarring that goes down the middle of the chest, right?
Yeah.
It can throw your brain off.
Yeah.
Because your brain just keeps reading it as a division line, and it keeps wanting to cut that clean cut.
Yeah.
It keeps making it clean cut, and like as a painter, you might naturally paint along that imaginary
but, I mean, like,
line.
He's got yellow in here, right?
I understand, but it's very subtle.
Yeah.
That it doesn't feel like that. Okay, can I borrow the mouse for a second?
Right.
So like you see how you've got spillover.
Yep.
No spillover. Spillover. So it feels like what's that break there? What's happening? You know what I mean? So like maybe if just a teeny tiny bit of that came through here, your brain will ignore that line and just read it as a
but see, what I feel like is, so just follow me here.
Yeah, right.
I feel like this isn't incorrect. I feel like this is correct. But this here is too intense.
Okay,
right?
so
like
you're saying like this pack and this pack is okay to have
no,
saturation, but here should be a bit...
It should be brought down quite a bit. So I'd probably bring down a little bit over here, right? And maybe a tiny bit over here, but a lot over here.
I think I agree with you. I will make a picture and see for myself.
Okay, well, you can do that in your own time. But we will move on. So I can't be right because there's another Iskander after this. No, not Iskander. Because we did the Iskander. There's another RJ.
This is very nice.
It didn't actually open apparently.
Get some time to work on the winter paint along project also. And I really.
This looks very like artsy sounds wrong, but painterly. It looks very painterly. Like, does this not look like something from Les Miserables?
It looks like one of those really, like the older horror films, like horror film posters where they have that very painterly look. I don't know. How to explain?
Yeah, like
Like,
you
is it
you see how like she has that hair here,
Mm?
like how she.
Oh yeah, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, like that's sort of what I think of like here, like it feels almost.
Oh, this is what I think. Like the way that painting style is more like the 80s horror movie posters.
Oh, like
like something like even like this.
So oh.
Yeah, that really sort of. I will just send this one.
Hold up. Just this one like that?
No, it's called The Curse. This is the Curse movie.
Okay, give me a sec. Like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they always have that sort of really, really painterly look, with their horror movie posters.
I'm just taking the chat down for a second so you guys can see it more clearly.
And I feel like I get that vibe from the style.
No, I would completely disagree with like, because like the way that the strokes are done and such, like I feel like this could be much more like a paint sort of thing, especially with the expression that she has. Like that's what it feels like with the Les Miserables.
Yeah, I do agree on that. In this angle, if we take a look at this angle,
okay, a moment.
I feel like it doesn't quite fit because it looks almost like it's blood soaked.
Yeah, no, I agree. It does look blood soaked more than like light.
I think it's what's also throwing off is the universal or the global lighting of it looks like it's a white global lighting, and then you have the secondary light coming from the red lantern.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like one side flash photography, one side other mood lighting, and it just clashes.
But I very much like the painterly style. I think I know that he's going to bring it up a lot from here, but like when I looked at this, I had very much like, imagine this removed from this little pin here, right? And this was a part of like a sort of, imagine like a whole lot of miniatures on a wall, right? With a painted background. Like you feel like this would sort of fit in, if that makes sense. Stop it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Stop it. You're terrible.
It's gotta be done.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No. Alright. Sunny's being bad. Let's keep her on a leash because she's being bad. Alright. But yeah, I think that's about all we can say for that one, right? Alright, so next up it is me, I believe, because we went past the Iskander, right? Or no, mine's before. But yeah, no, we've already done the Iskander because we skipped to that one before. Okay, so this is a boatload of terrain. I very much dislike the angle at which you took this one. You should have put it around the other way. Because it's got the gold like this, but the angle that you've done it from is from like the dark side, so it looks like I just haven't painted it at all.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, so the Skaven Tide box only comes with okay, no, you don't see it here.
I think I said that on my post. Oh, that was on the Discord.
Yeah, so it only comes with these 4 bits of terrain, and I was like,
what the actual F?
Yeah, because I'm like, these are like 2 full armies, and you're gonna fight.
It's not really a full army, right?
Well, I'd say pretty close too. Yeah. I mean, like that's 40 clan rats
versus 20 stormcast.
No, it's 40 clan rats, 3 ogres, siege weapon, 2 leader characters, and 3 riflemen. Versus 2 lots of 5 Stormcast, one lot of 3 flying units, 1 lot of priest units, and then 6 characters. I'd say, and the guy on horseback, except it's not a horse. It's
I'm not even gonna look up the price. It's probably like 200.
400
400?
AUD, yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, I do
Okay,
believe
fine.
so.
So it's a $400 box, right? You would expect that if you're gonna sell anything that comes in a box, a game set, it should feel like a game set. Like you can play an entire game with everything provided in the box. You've got your rules, you've got maybe a playing mat thing, you've got the models
400
itself.
and 380 to 450.
That's still very expensive.
Yeah. I'll see.
So like, okay, you should have rules. You have a playing mat of some sort, enough terrain to fill the board, and then you have the armies, right?
Okay.
How are you gonna play a game?
And that's on a discount.
How are you gonna play a game with these sort of choices? Like even the units are not very cohesive, right? Like it's just like a little bit of everything kind of thing.
I'd say it's pretty thematic. But yeah, so this is all of the terrain you get with it, and so like that's
What are you
why
meant to do with that?
yeah, like that's why I added the terrain that we hadn't finished,
Yeah,
because
like-
I felt like, come on guys.
Yeah, like if you spend all that money and then you only have 4 pieces of terrain to set up your table, like why did you spend all that money if you have to spend extra money to buy more
Well,
terrain?
that's what Games Workshop wants you to do, spend
yeah.
more and more money. Right?
Right.
But so did up these pieces, right? Which this is very much the difference I want you guys to see when we're talking about the difference between old Games Workshop products and new ones. So these ones, all of these ones took almost twice the time. You actually sent me an updated picture, didn't you, of the...
just the
where is it? Where
it's
is it?
in our Skaven Tide post. You're in the wrong place.
Okay, well, I thought you sent it to me.
No. Pretty sure you asked me to put it in the Skaven Tide area.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. So all of this, you still took it the
I'm
wrong.
sorry. I just
You're not sorry.
I think about
You're
it
not sorry.
from like what fills the space best.
You could have just turned it around.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Anyway, so all of this took maybe the same amount or less time than it took to paint these. I'll show you why, right? So we take a look at this, right? So there's metal on the stone, right? And so this is really simple tabletop painting. I did not go really ham with this, right? So there's the stone. There's that engine within the stone, right? There's the metal, because there's a metal plate here, which is different from this metal in its construction. It does tell a bit of a story, right? But, then there's the metal piping coming out of it, the tube, and 2 different types of metal here, right? And then we've got the post holding it up. This isn't actually too bad, beyond all of the stuff in here, right? But then when you start getting the things over the other things, that's what slows you down. So you've got the timber bolted together here, right, with this metal thing here. That's going to slow you down a bit. And then we got the 2 different types of metal. Extra bit of detail, that slows you down. Then you've got the carving in there. Okay, cool carving. But then you've got this, right? So let's just imagine we remove 1 or 2 elements. So let's say that we just had this as all stone and we remove this metal bracket here. That would save on maybe 10-15 minutes worth of
Yeah,
painting.
because that's like the majority mass of this thing is that giant pillar and the wood.
Yeah, and you're pretty much done, right? And like it's not as if I've made these things look bad or anything, right? So then we take a look at this, right? Now this was a real pain, and like I even didn't do it properly because I realize now that this right here is meant to be metal as well. because we see right here the rivets. And like, so we've got a metal bracket around that to sort of look as if the rats have shut him up. That's a cool thing. I like that, right? But then we've got that metal bracket around there, right? We've got all of these things where like they've added details upon details. See these skulls within like all the rock? Okay, sure. That's alright because you just do up the rock and then we paint up some skulls. Alright? And so the back here, right? Just it's the same deal. We've got the metal brackets over these things and that sort of thing. This one wasn't nearly as bad except for that front with all the rats coming out of here, and like I did them up in different colors and it was mostly hidden by the OSL effect that I had coming out of there. But yeah. So here, especially the other side, is where I want to show you guys. Okay. So we've got a wooden beam, metal bracket, going up into metal thing with the stone on it, right? So the stone is a different thing. Alright, cool. This little metal brass thing, alright. And here, if it stopped here, that's fine, because it's a cap. If it's a cap, it's okay, because you can just do it. And this is what I'm talking about with the sort of CAD design. Like, I even notice now that I've missed some things, and it's okay because it's terrain. But, like, then with the wood, we've got the bolts through that. And if you notice in here with the way that they've done the wood, it's different types of wood, right? So they intend for you to paint this differently. And then we've got this metal bracket over the wood, right? Like, look how much craziness there is here, right? And like, okay, you got the skeleton hanging.
Like, it's very immersive, yes.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes things a lot more time consuming than it needs to be.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't help that they have only given you 4 pieces of this very immersive terrain. Like,
yeah.
What kind of world are you meant to build with this?
Yeah, exactly. Now see, something like this is actually pretty good, where you've got the scar into the wall. That's great, because it's your own canvas, right? But once again, those metal brackets, this thing in here is actually not too bad. But like I said, it's the brackets. It's where you've got things on top of other things. Now, you didn't take pictures of all of these. So for these stones, right, it's a really simple 4-part effect. So I just zenithal them with a warm zenithal. I think I stopped at the brown, actually. I just went black, brown, and no, I think I just went brown. And then, so I stipple on some Xandri, stipple on some white, some Xandri, do the oil, and then, for 5-part, white and Xandri again. And that's it. So, obviously I removed the oil wash. And then, like, I just paint in all of those parts around it.
But I'm glad that you actually sort of repurposed these, because they were just sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, they've been there for a while. And see, I think, look, guys, if you've got something sitting on the shelf for like a couple of years, maybe it's time to get it out of there. Like,
or like repurpose it, like we did here. Like, you know that you're gonna paint something for a friend and something's lacking. Like, take a look at your little collection, and maybe there's something you could add on to it.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy about, because this is it's an additional thing that someone else can use.
Yes.
I'm not using it, but they can use it, and
exactly.
It just makes you feel that much better, right? Because there's purpose to it.
Yeah.
All
right. Let us move on. So,
we have finally our boy
Krisha
organizing my backlog as I'm moving to a different army project. Old World Marauders. Back to these guys in 2026.
Which is great, and once again, like, he's just showing us the planning stage.
What are these heads, honey? What are these little purpley head things?
So I do believe they're resin prints.
Oh, Oh, like aliens? Are they alien heads? What are they?
No. Look, so these are like Space Wolf 3D print heads.
Are they?
Yeah, so he's
Oh.
had a more wolf-style Terminator head printed.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And he's had like this sort of more flowing hair sort of guy printed. And like he's just got a few things like a sword and like extra little bits. And I think this is a great way of doing things.
I'm quite keen to know what kind of storage containers he's using because, like, take a look. He's got his army that's finished underneath,
Yeah.
all properly arranged, and then like this is just sitting on top of that. I wonder what that is.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Chris, tell us in the comments.
Alright, so what I would like to do is thank everyone so much for joining us because, like, we did talk quite a bit about our own projects for once. Like, we have been doing it a bit more because I think some of the times we have been reliant on other people to come on and talk about our stuff, but I hope that people come on and like they get something out of what we're saying, not just on their projects but on other people's projects, because just because it's not specific advice to you, hopefully it's advice that can be useful to you, because I think we can learn so much from other people. Like, we've learned so much from RJ, from Alex, Iskander, like the style differences and so on. There's a lot of people on here who are extremely talented. So I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and as always, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.